Hello and welcome back to this beginner's guide to speedrunning Ocarina of Time with glitches at any percent. In this episode we are going to become Adult Link through glitches, and as you can see we can't get out of Kokiri Forest, so we're just going to have to do another Navi dive, and it's the same setup as last time. So basically you just get the right angle, press B twice, and then mash C up, and it should work. Yeah. So we have a lot to cover in this episode and a lot to collect. This playthrough, this episode I should say, is going to be basically about collecting items. So in this episode we will be collecting magic. We're going to clip through the door of time. We're going to get the hook shot. We're going to get the arrows. And I also will be picking up the fire tunic for no reason other than just to have fun with it. So here we did the second Navi dive, and now we're just gonna scrub right all the way to Hyrule Castle, where we're gonna do something that's very important. If you're gonna do black gauntlets, a black gauntlet run, you have to make sure that you get rid of one of your Deku sticks. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's not important to our run because we're not gonna be getting black gauntlets, but if you are gonna do black gauntlets, it is necessary. So here we are in the Temple of Time, and this is going to be the second of the two hardest glitches in the game to do. And basically, if we come over here, you can see that there's actually this crack in the door that you can actually see into the room. And it's actually big enough that we can wedge Link in there if we do a certain maneuver, which I will show you over here. It's easier to see if I show you back over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a certain angle, and then we're going to backflip. And then we're gonna hold down and to the left like that, roll, and then back. And basically he does a side hop, but he does it backwards, and that is necessary for us to get through this door. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here, we're gonna Z target this, and then and then turn around, Z target again, let's press C up. We want to be as close to the wall as we can. And we want to find this line. You want to look at that line and put it through the hilt and about right there on the sword. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to back all the way to the corner, and then you're going to do a backflip. And the angle that you have to do on the joystick, you have to do it in between attack and, before you need to hold down, and as long as it's not in the jump position, it will work. So you want to hold, and then, okay, so... Oh, crap, I did it wrong. Okay. So let me just set it up real quick again. And you're gonna want to roll and then side hop immediately, and it should get you through the door if you do it correctly. So we're gonna start walking backwards, roll, and shit. I did a backflip, and I did the wrong direction. Okay, we'll just set it up real quick again. No biggie. Oh, and then immediately when you clip through the door, you're gonna have to press B, and that is essential. Otherwise, you will fall through the floor. So you're gonna wanna. Yeah. Sorry that I'm a little struggled with that one. It's pretty complicated. There's better tutorials online. If you just look up Door of Time skip, there's plenty of things that will come up on YouTube. So anyway, now that we're past it, the first thing we're gonna go get is the hook shot. So I'm just gonna. Oh wait. The funny thing is, the door, since we never opened it, it actually doesn't let you through it. So we are going to have to do a save warp to get out of here. But one quick thing to note, if you noticed, all of a sudden, we never actually got the bombs. But in our on C, it says that we do have bombs, even though there's nothing in our item menu. And you can clone a bottle to that, but we're probably going to get bombs in this just to show off how you would as Adult Link, because it is faster than getting it as a kid. So anyway, we're save warping out of here, and it should put us in the front. And the door is closed, and we're going to go over to Kokiri Village to go get the hook shot. And the reason why we don't go into the Shadow Temple now is because we don't have a shield, and you could just get a Hylian shield in the grave over there, and you could do the hook shot or the Shadow Temple right now, and oh man, the reason this is I'm scrubbing through a lot of this episode, basically just because there's a lot of walking and there's not a lot of glitches. It's basically collecting things. So we got the hook shot, And now we're going to set ourselves up for another glitch because we don't actually have the Song of Time. And if you know anything about this room, the next room, you have to play the Song of Time to get into the place where you could get the piece of heart. But to get around this, we're going to just simply side hop and then immediately side hop out. So it should look something like this, and it should teleport us back to the beginning, just like that. And it'll teleport us back, and we can just walk out without. And if you don't get it and you're stuck over there, you will have to save warp again. So now that we have this, we're going to go over to Death Mountain. And it's funny. Oh, wait. First, we're going to do one thing. Since we don't need Deku Nuts anymore, I'm going to clone the bottle over there because I can't actually get the old bottle that we used. It doesn't let us, as you can see, because that was a child item. And as Adult Link, you can't use it. So we're going to, since we don't need Deku Nuts anymore, we are going to copy it over. Because I want to show you this other glitch, which is mainly just cool to look at. So this is the same setup. You empty your bottle, and then you catch a bottle and immediately press start, and then switch the item over to that bottle place, and it'll clone it to it. Nice and simple. So now we need another fish, but we don't have the cuckoo to jump over that thing, and we don't want to use the hook shot because I want to show you this cool little thing. If you jump at a certain point of this roof, you can actually clip on, and like Link will grab up onto it. So about here, and then jump, and he'll grab onto it. And now another thing, if you jump from a high place, and right before hitting the ground you immediately press B, you will not take any damage no matter how high you fell from. It is pretty, you have to be pretty accurate in your timing on that though. So now that we have this, we're gonna go get the bombs from Dodongo's Cavern. It's not necessary to get these. Basically the only reason you'd want to use these is if your bomb chew count is getting low, you would come and get the bombs. It doesn't take very long, but it does take a fair bit of time. Nothing in comparison to how long it would take as a kid to get, though, if you were playing it the normal way. So we're just going to quickly scrub through this because this is an additional piece. It's not necessary. So normally you'd have to go and finish the whole right side to get onto a ledge that presses a button so you could do the left side. But since you're Adult Link, you're actually tall enough to just grab up on that ledge. So you don't even have to do anything. Just simply hop up, press the switch, and then we're on to we just skipped half of Dodongo's Cavern, basically, with that. It's not a glitch, it's just convenient because Adult Link is so large. Now this, you can backflip up it, but it just looks funny to me to like fly up it that way. So here in this room, you can even do this as Young Link. You can actually backflip onto this thing, and it will save you a little bit of time if I could actually get the right, okay, oh shit. Yeah, like that. You can do it as Young Link too. And then you would just not want to do that. You want to jump towards the switch, and he'll just grab it. So I'll just set it up again. It saves you a little bit of time if you can do it your first try rather than pushing this out of the way. Obviously, I spent more time doing this than it saved, but it's still, we're trying to show off the glitches, so why not? So now it's a simple matter of just getting to the room where the bombs are. So we're just going to go over 2 sets of bridges. I think 2 sets of bridges. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay, so basically what you want to do is you want to look at this platform right there, and you have plenty of room to just roll, jump, and grab it. And now we have the bombs. Simple as that. So now it's just a matter of leaving, and the next place we're going to go to is we're going to go get the magic. And the reason I got the bombs first is basically because if you know anything about getting the magic, you have to break these 2 boulders, and it requires 2 chews to get past it, and I don't want to waste my chew count. So that's a simple way of doing it. And if you backwalk this, the boulders falling down, it is impossible for them to hit you. And I'm scrubbing really fast through this because there's still a lot we got to do in this episode. So we're going to quickly do this. And now we're going to do a glitch that we did in the last episode, the Ocarina glitch. So we're just going to empty a bottle. And then this time, instead of playing our sword, we're going to play our hook shot. So basically what you want to do is you want to set up the good distance. It's good to backflip there to see if you're going to land on the spot that it would actually do. So now what we want to do is we're going to backflip, we're going to release the bottle contents, and press the same button for the hook shot at the same time. I missed on this time, but I do make it on the next one. and it'll show you. And you can play any item. I think you can even play bombs, but it does waste it accidentally or something. So now we're skipping through this, and we're gonna get the magic. I got the magic, and now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna scrub through, going to the Goron City or whatever it's called, and I'm gonna grab the fire tunic just because I think it looks cooler than the green one. It's not necessary. It is a complete waste of time. It actually took me like a couple minutes to get this because it's so ridiculous throwing these bombs at him. I wasted so many bombs trying to get him. Okay, so now that I have the red tunic, I'm going to equip it just for looks. We're never actually going to go in the fire temple, so it's not really important. And now the only reason we came in here is it's because it's faster to get to the forest from here. So we're just going to quickly come over here, blow up these boulders, and go to the forest temple. And the only reason we're going to the forest temple is because we do have to get the bow. It is impossible to beat the game without the bow and magic because you do have to use light arrows to stun Ganon to hit him. So here, we never actually got Soraya's song, and you have to play Soraya's song to get past this guy, but it's actually kind of convenient for us because we can actually just quickly backflip over him and it'll let us over. So what you want to do is you want to get out of his speaking range, and then you're going to walk backwards or run backwards and then flip, and it should pop you over just like that. So now it's just a simple matter of navigating through the Lost Woods and then the Sacred Forest Meadow. And I'm going to skip a lot of this just because it's just long and we still got to do... I have to get the bow in this episode. So we're going to quickly scrub through this. Now, a quick and easy way to get past this guy, most people want to use like the hook shot when they get close to like stun him. It's just, you just switch paths, and then when you're on the last one, you just roll past him. So now we're just going to scrub through this next cutscene, and then we'll be in the Forest Temple. Okay, so now we're in the Forest Temple, and you need exactly 3 keys to get the bow, and we're going to use one quickly right here. It is kind of important. No, it's very important that you get one of the keys you get has to be from the room with the skeleton that you fight. The only reason that is the bow won't, the fight upstairs, the place where you fight to get the bow will never, the fight will never happen if you don't fight the skeleton on the bottom floor. So it is very important that we get that key. So I'm just going to scrub through this. And the second key that we're going to get is behind the Song of Time block. But we never got the Song of Time. So there's a convenient way of getting past it. So I'm going to show you just this block just to make sure you guys know. We need to get past this block, but we never actually got the Song of Time. So there's actually a convenient way of getting past it. If you just come over to this corner, you can actually do a jump slash and it'll clip you through the wall. So you just want to align it about here, and then you just jump down. And you want to look around to see where you are, and you want to aim towards this door. And if you know anything about this room before, there's this little thing blocking your way, so you just want to hop down it, and then you want to go through the door. So you want to open the door, and that'll put us inside the Song of Time block, and you just want to back, and then back through the door. Just like that, opening us to the room. So now we're just gonna, it's a matter of quickly climbing up this vine, killing this thing by shooting it with the hook shot. If I had a hard time with this, about died. Well, I actually did die. I had to retake this. Anyway, so now that you're done that, it's easier to, if you just like, instead of hookshotting over to that vine, you can actually just stand on here, and then you have enough room to hookshot onto this. So now just step on the switch, and the second key we're going to get is at the bottom of that well. So since I'm low on health, I'm just going to jump into the river, and I'm not going to risk, I'm going to climb down this ladder. I'm not going to risk doing my press B right before hitting the floor because I would die, and it would be annoying. So here we go, second key. Now the third and final key in this temple that we have to get is from that skeleton. So we're just going to quickly go over there. And these guys aren't that hard when it's just one. But since there's 2 of them, these sometimes the skeletons, if you kill one and you don't kill the other in time, the other one will spawn back. But these 2 aren't like that. You can kill them and you take as long as you want to kill the next one and it will never spawn. So now that we got that, we want to get the final key. And I'm going to scrub through this next part of the temple because there aren't going to be any glitches from here on out in this episode. I think there's one funny little thing I want to show you, but that'd be it. So we're just going to quickly get past all this. There is a way to skip the Navi text about the hallways twisted. If you just enter the room and immediately hop to the right, you can get past it. I didn't. So what I wanted to show you in here is just, it's not a glitch per se, it's just kind of funny. If you get into the right position, you can have Link do like a hop over and he'll just fall down, just like this. And it just looks funny to me. I just wanted to show that off. And so the next thing about these, I'm going to quickly kill this guy and I'll show you a technique about how to kill the others. What you want to do is you want to attack them. You want to single out one of them, and then you want to attack it about until it's about to die, and then you want to switch targets and kill the other one and then come back to this one. And the reason why we do this is because it's just like I said in the other room, if you kill these guys and then you take too long to kill the other one, the other one will spawn again, and you'll have to start all over, and it's a pain. So, wow, that's a lot of lag. All you want to do now is just stab him once and he's dead. Both of them are dead. And it's an easy way of getting past that. So now that we're going to get the bow, that's pretty much going to be the end of this episode. Yeah, so that is the end of this episode. And in the next episode, I'm going to show an optional part where we're going to go into the water temple and get the hook shot, or long shot. And I'll show off a couple other glitches. So I'll see you guys in the next part.